How do you win elections? The obvious answer is public support by getting more votes than your rival. But public support is not cheap. You need a lot of money to campaign, canvass and win. So it's not just the popular candidate who wins, it's also the better funded one. And why are we talking about this now? Because Donald Trump could be short of money. He's facing multiple legal challenges. One of them is putting the squeeze on him. Trump was accused of inflating the value of his assets. A New York court has found him guilty. Trump was asked to cough up $355 million. If you add the interest to that, it's $464 million. Now, Donald Trump has two options. A, he can pay the amount in full, which means case closed. Or B, he can get an insurance company to guarantee the payment. Trump would then be free to appeal the verdict. Naturally, he likes option B. Trump wants insurance companies to cover his payments. Just one problem, though. None of them will. Trump's lawyers have approached 30 companies. All of them have refused. And why is that? Well, these companies want collateral. Think of it as a backup. A collateral can be any sort of asset, maybe cash reserves or stock or properties. If Donald Trump appeals and loses, these companies will take that collateral. Just one problem. In this case, they don't want real estate as collateral. They want cash or stocks. And looks like Trump does not have enough of it. His net worth is around $2.6 billion. Out of this, around $400 million is in liquid assets. But the insurers want more than $500 million as collateral. You can imagine how Trump is reacting to all of this. He's calling it a witch hunt. Donald Trump says the bond amount is unconstitutional and un-American. We'll have to wait and see what he does next. But our story goes beyond this case. It's about the money needed to win elections. In 2004, George Bush raised around $345 million for his campaign. In 2008, Barack Obama raised $750 million. In 2012, he raised $1.1 billion. In 2016, Trump also raised $1 billion. And in 2020, Biden did the same. So the takeaway is pretty clear. If you want to become America's president, you better have $1 billion in the bank. Now we come to the present election cycle. Biden versus Trump. Who holds the funding edge? Right now, the president is miles ahead. Biden's team has $130 million in the bank. That's cash ready to spend. How much does Trump have? Around $33 million. As president, Biden has a natural advantage. Every incumbent gets more money than his rival. Trump also did it in 2020. But this time around, there are two major problems. One is the legal bills. Trump is battling some 88 legal cases, so his lawyer's bill is huge. He spent $50 million on it last year. The second problem is small donors. These are people who give less than $200. Such small donors are abandoning Donald Trump. In 2019, they gave him $72 million. That's $72 million in 1 year. But in 2023, that number fell by 62%. And that's bad news for him, of course, because Trump is a disruptive candidate. Corporate America has always been wary of him. So small donors are his strength. If they abandon him, it could be trouble, which is why Trump is hunting for money. He met Elon Musk recently. I'm guessing campaign funding was discussed in that meeting. But either way, one thing is quite clear. If you don't have money, you cannot win America. Whether it's taking out TV ads or attack campaigns or jetting around one of the largest countries in the world, you need money for that. Of course, there is some good news. Until now, Republican money was being split into many camps. Nikki Haley was challenging Trump. She raised around $16 million in January. Now that she's gone, Trump has a clear path. He could consolidate Republican donors, but it won't be easy again, especially with the legal cases. Trump says presidents should have immunity. If they commit a crime in office, they shouldn't be prosecuted. But most of America disagrees. 70% voters say Trump should not have immunity. 48% Republicans say the same. So Trump's job is to convince his party first, to prove to them that he can beat these legal challenges. If not, donors will be wary. After all, they want their money to help elect the next president, not to pay some Manhattan lawyer's bill.